Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome to another video. It is Wednesday the 17th of August and I am exactly 10 days out from my first show of the season. I cannot believe how fast time is flying by. Yesterday was check-in day and I've just been super busy. I still am busy and in a rush and late today, so if I'm talking really fast, that is why. Anyway, updates. I'm gonna insert my check-in on the screen right here. My weight has not been budging much, I think purely because my digestion has not been great. That's all I'm gonna say. It's getting better now though, thankfully, but it's not been too good. I'm seeing more physical progress, so like I look leaner in my pictures, I feel leaner, and Dylan agreed with me when I said that to him yesterday. I'm just gonna insert a clip of his feedback right here.
Aliaa, happy almost peak week, girl. Really happy with the tie-ins today. Glutes are showing up. Waist is tighter than ever. Really right where we need to be pre-peak week. I appreciate the body feedback as far as, lack of bowel movements. That is certainly why your weight's probably maintaining itself. Also, we were seeing pretty drastic weight changes and drops the weeks leading into now, so that weight's probably maintaining itself, but our body comp is changing and improving, so I'm really not worried at the weight or focus on the weight whatsoever, aside from the fact that I do want us to have a nice bowel movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you hit a refeed tomorrow of 225 grams of carbohydrates, and I'm hoping that influx further helps elicit a bowel movement before, going into peak week. But aside from that, I am going to give you a depletion of 90 carbs and 25 grams of fat. I typically don't like to go into 20 grams of fat territory unless we are around the peak week. So that will really further tighten up those hamstrings just a little bit more, right where I need to be. But I want to drop and really hit it hard going into next week before we start adding calories back in, focusing on resting up and recovering. So hit that refeed tomorrow. Then I'm going to have you send me another update on Thursday. So that's kind of why I want you to hit that refeed tomorrow, so I can see how your muscle bellies look after a day of a little bit more carbohydrates. Email me your update on Thursday, and I'm going to send out your peak week plan that night to implement and start on Friday for peak week day number 1. As far as everything goes, I appreciate you. Let me know Saturday, 27th of August. So next weekend is the show, back-to-back finals, prejudging. Gotta love that. And then go ahead and whenever you can, text me the link to that show, or just let me know the name of the show if you can, just so I can look more details into that. But yeah, all in all, really happy with everything. I want you to do 60 minutes of cardio today, Wednesday. And then on Thursday, when I'm having you check in with me for peak week, I want you to take off, and then I'll give you the rundown in your peak week protocol for every day moving forward. But as far as, let me see here, you said you're probably going to be going on around 4 p.m., which I'm going to be assuming is going to work in your favor, just because I feel like you're going to respond well to more food, just filling up those muscle bellies. But we'll figure all that data out on peak week. So that's the game plan, girl. Almost time to peak it. Let me know if you have any questions. Send me a next update on Thursday, and we'll send out your peak week plan that night.
So essentially, we're going pretty hard with the depletion. Those new macros he gave me are 90 grams of carbs, 140 grams of protein, and 25 grams of fat. I hit those yesterday. I ate 1,145 calories yesterday, and honestly, it's not that bad. It's really all in the mind, and it's all about how you partition your meals, and it's all about saying to yourself, what's the worst thing that could happen if I don't give in to my hunger or my cravings? Literally, it's just a bit of discomfort. I wasn't even hungry. I literally was not even hungry yesterday. It was just a matter of feeling really weak and tired. Then he said Refeed Wednesday, which is today, which is why I'm doing a full day of eating today. So I'll talk you through what I've had so far, because it's been a pretty busy morning. So woke up, had my usual coffee this morning while I did some journaling. So I saved my almond milk for my coffee this morning. And then I just plowed through some check-ins. Had meal number 1 as my pre-workout meal. I had cream of rice with some almond butter. Guys, I got the Pippa Nut Cinnamon Scroll limited edition almond butter. Oh my god, so good. Elite level. If you can find it somewhere in your local whatever supermarket or Holland & Barrett, get your hands on it. It was so nice. And then I went and did upper. I felt pretty lightheaded when I started upper body. Every time I do a refeed day, for some reason, I just feel a bit energy overload. I'm eating all these carbs that I'm not used to. My body just feels a bit weird and jittery. Jittery is the word. I felt quite jittery. Came back, had another bowl of cream of rice. You'll notice the only difference between these two bowls is the post-workout one does not have any almond butter because I don't want to have any fats post-workout, because you want your post-workout meal to digest as quickly as possible. The reason why I have fats in my pre-workout meal is to slow down the digestion of that meal so my carbs last me throughout my workout. So that's a bit of pre and post workout tips for you guys. And then I am just packing because I'm going to see my boyfriend in Leeds. He lives in Leeds, so I'm staying there from today until Sunday. It's quite a few days there. He's kindly enough ordered some groceries to his, but I'm still bringing a lot of fucking food, and I'm gonna show you what I'm bringing. I've got it all laid out here. It's quite a bit. I'm gonna pack my own scale. He obviously does have a scale, but at this point in prep, like, I need to be using the same scale just to make sure my weight that I'm sending to Dylan is accurate. And then yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the rest of this full day of eating, just a bunch of like clips and like overlays and that kind of thing with the macros, because I want to compare today to a depletion day, i.e. tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm hitting those depletion macros again. Dylan said no cardio tomorrow, which is nice, and he said to check in with him tomorrow as well, take some pictures to see what my physique looks like when I'm a bit more full. So I'll show you guys that as well when the time comes, and then he's gonna get back to me tomorrow with the peak week plan. I'm so excited. So yeah, I think I've never spoken this fast before, just because I had a lot to fill you guys in on. I've just been so busy and all over the place, but I'm gonna like pack all this shit into my big suitcase that I'm taking with me, and then I'll show you guys my meals, and I'll see you guys in the next clip, whenever that is. Alright you guys, meal number 3, just as I'm packing, I'm feeling a bit lightheaded and like jittery, so I just need some food in me. It's my usual famous mince and green beans, but adding 2 caramel rice cakes for some carbies. So this is meal number 3. I need to inhale this and then pack and then leave so I don't miss my train. So yeah, this is the 3rd meal of the day. Guys, update. I'm in the toilet on the train. The train was meant to leave a good 30 minutes ago. I sat down, I had meal number 4, which is the exact same thing as meal 3, by the way. Doing some work on my computer, and then they make an announcement saying that there's no driver, and they don't know where the driver is. So who knows when this train's gonna leave. I'm so grateful that I packed all my meals, including my last meal, just in case I make it super late and I get started. So I'll keep you guys updated. I'll still film on all my meals and stuff. I'm gonna use my phone to film though. That's the update. So yeah, I can't wait to leave the UK because the public transport system in this country, the trains are horrific. That is all. I will catch you guys later. Alright guys, so glamorous Tupperware of oats, we finally arrived. I'm eating a lot later than usual. It's currently 9 p.m. This is oats and some vegan Halo Top. Gonna eat this, and this puts an end to the refeed. Checking in with Dylan tomorrow, so you guys are going to see that next. It is now Thursday. I am just out getting some steps. It's so nice that it's not like disgustingly hot anymore. I'm actually wearing like a hoodie because it's quite cold. Anyway, so I took my check-in for Dylan this morning. I hit a new low after that refeed yesterday. Honestly, that refeed yesterday went down so nice. Surprisingly, I'm not super hungry today. Today's a low day, hitting 90 carb, 140 protein, 25 fat, poverty macro. So I'll do a full day eating today as well. I'm gonna do like a side-by-side comparison of like how much food I get on a refeed and how much food I get on a fucking shit macro day. Yeah, just getting some steps in. Today I'm off cardio and off training, which feels really strange. I have not done this in a long time, so just getting some steps in. I'm gonna do check-ins later, and I will catch you guys at meal number 1. Right guys, so meal number 1 about to go down. I found that if I make a protein like paste with just the protein powder, water, and stevia, and then add it into my yogurt, it mixes in so much better than just adding in the powder. That's a tip if you like adding protein powder to your yogurt. So this is meal 1. Today's a rest day, so I'm saving my oats for pre-bed. So I'm just gonna add this into there, mix it up. This meal has literally, I think, 2 grams of carbs in it, which is insane. So that is meal number 1. Alright guys, it is a few hours later after meal 1. It's actually over 3 hours after having meal 1. It's crazy how even though these calories are really low, I'm not feeling hunger. It's really strange. I think on my refeed days when I have a lot more carbs, I tend to feel hungrier than on my like low carb poverty macro days. Anyway, this is the next meal. It's actually a pretty sizable plate of food. This is my usual serving of vegan mince, 85 grams of green beans, and then I've got some carrot sticks. I haven't had like carrots in so long. Fun fact, when I was a kid going through like my eating disorder restrictive phase, I used to eat like 10 carrots a day. My hands and feet would go like orange. My mom got so worried. But yeah, that's a fun fact. I'm gonna eat this, do some more work. We might go to a cafe later to like get some work done there as well and get another coffee. So I will catch you guys at my next meal. I'm waiting for Dylan to get back to me. I'm guessing within the next 2-3 hours he should get back to me. But I'm excited to dig into this. Just quick tip, if you're dieting and you're hungry, double your vegetable intake and you'll be totally fine. Alright guys, so we are back from that cafe. I had just brought my own almond milk with me to add to my Americano when we were there. I'm honestly feeling really like tired today. Nothing new. It was more just like a bit of like a lightheaded feeling where I was just a bit like every step took so much effort. And yeah, it's now 4 p.m. having meal 3, just having some vegan mince and some zucchini. Zucchini is a very good, or courgette, wherever the fuck you're from, is a really good like low calorie vegetable. It's one of like the lowest calorie dense vegetables there are. So I highly recommend courgette or zucchini. I've got 200 grams of that mixed in with some mint, and I just cooked that with salt and pepper. This is meal number 3. I think today, like my total vegetable consumption, I'm having like a good kilo of vegetables today in total, I think, which is important when you are dieting and you need to, try and have high volume foods. That being said, still no hunger really. So yeah, this is meal number 3. Meal number 4 is going to be the exact same as meal number 2, but I'll still show you guys. And then last meal, best meal, you guys know what that is. Dylan, I think, is traveling to a rave, so I think he's going to get back to me a bit later than planned today, but hey ho, I don't care. I'm happy just sticking to this today and tomorrow anyway, and I'll update you guys once I get more updates, and I'll catch you later. Alright guys, so update. It's now past 6 p.m. Quite late for meal 4, but I was just doing some client catch-ups and some consultation calls, welcoming some ladies to the team. So by the way, if you're interested in coaching, I will leave the links for that down below. So meal 4, like I said earlier, is the exact same as meal 2. Yeah, meal 2. It's just my green beans, carrots, and mince. This is surprisingly a very satisfying meal, and very low in calories. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy this, and then I'll catch you guys for last meal, best meal. Still nothing from Dylan. I am impatiently waiting. I'm refreshing my email every 5 minutes. I'm that excited about peak week. But yeah, gonna eat this, and I'll catch you guys at my last meal. Hi friends, update. I have received no updates from Dylan, so I'll update you guys tomorrow, because I'm probably gonna go to bed soon and I'll not see his email till tomorrow. But Last meal, best meal. You guys know the drill. Fat bowl of chocolate protein oats. Yeah, this is the highlight of my day. Honestly, it's hard for me to believe that I'm eating less than 1,200 calories. Like, it really doesn't feel like it, and it just makes you so much more grateful for the food that you do eat. So I'm gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna get some good sleep. Knock on wood. Again, this prep, my sleep has been so good the whole way. Like last time, it was like 2-3 hours of sleep, which was so bad. But yeah, that's it for today, guys. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll sit down and film a full update on what Dylan has told me to do for peak week, and yeah. Alright guys, so it is now the next day. It is Friday. We're 8 days out. So the last time I caught up with you was when I had my last meal yesterday for that full day of eating that I closed off. And what I did is I took like screenshots of all my meals on the refeed day versus all my meals on the low day. I'm going to do like a bit of a side by side so you guys can see what that looks like kind of at a glance. And to be honest, it's crazy how I was actually hungrier on my refeed day compared to like the low depletion day that I did yesterday that I'm going to be doing today as well. I know the main reason for this is in general, like whenever you give someone more food after they've been deprived of it for so long, especially carbs, when you're eating more carbohydrates, well, carbohydrates are our body's preferred source of energy. So we're getting a massive influx of our preferred source of energy. And when you have more energy, you tend to move more and just kind of jitter more, but also your body starts to burn more calories as well, because it's like, wow, energy, and then you start to burn a lot more than you're actually consuming, and that's why it gets you to just feel a lot hungrier. So yeah, I think that's why I was feeling very lightheaded and just hungry on my refeed day. Yesterday, hunger was not really present at all. I saved, like you guys saw, all my carbs for my last meal with my oats, and today, same thing. I had my first meal at like 11. I really was not hungry. I woke up to Dylan's response to kind of my check-in yesterday, so I'm gonna just quickly play snippets of the video he sent me right now.
Aliaa, what is up, girl? Happy freaking peak week. Happy to hear that you're already responding well to the depletion intakes that I sent you over on Tuesday. I'm happy to hear that you're doing really well despite the final push going into show day. So you're going to see below, I've attached your peak week protocol. I'm going to go over the rundown with you. So it should be very self-explanatory. I've tried to break it down and legit like spoon feed you, telling you exactly what you need to do leading into show day. So you're going to see here the first page. I've got your macros set alongside with your water, sodium, and a little notes section. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, nothing is going to be changing with your intakes really. You're going to see starting on Monday, however, that's when our intakes are going to start going up, and that's when we're going to start focusing on optimizing recovery, because that's what peak week is all about. It's all about optimizing recovery, reducing inflammation, reducing stress, allowing the body to become well nourished in the form of feeding it more calories, typically carbohydrates, and then also backing off cardio load and training intensity, which we'll talk about here in a second. So you'll see starting on Monday, I'm going to start adding a little bit more carbohydrates. We're going to take things in a progressive linear approach, which I'm pretty sure you're familiar with. It's just simply we're going to gradually increase carbohydrates on a daily basis, depending on how that you're looking. As carbohydrates start to increase, you're going to see protein is also going down. And the reason for that is just because carbohydrates are protein sparing. Therefore, we don't need as much protein with the higher carbohydrates. Also, the overall muscle fullness and hardness look isn't going to be acquired from consuming protein, but rather consuming adequate carbohydrates, water, sodium, and a little bit of fats too. So you're going to see below this macro table, I've got some important peak week changes. Just take note of all that. You shouldn't be consuming any bars or any of this stuff that I have noted here. I know your diet's very clean and you're on point with that. So the main thing I want you to take note of is bullet point 9. I'm going to have you text or WhatsApp me. I don't think we're on, I can't remember. I think we might be on WhatsApp. But I'm going to have you start sending me daily updates on Tuesday. So wake up, send me posing video in the first thing in the morning. And then also I'm going to have you send me posing videos an hour after meal 1 and then again an hour after meal 2, so I can dictate where your body looks the best depending on the total macros, fluid, and sodium count. So after each meal, please do include the total sodium, fluid, and macro count so I can assess that when I come up with your show day meal plan, which I'll send out later next week. And then, I'm just going to monitor you on a daily basis, multiple times a day, starting on Tuesday, going into show day. So we're going to tightly monitor you, make sure everything is going according to plan. And, we might make some tentative changes based upon what I'm sending you here. But for the most part, you can go ahead and plan out these intakes going into show day. And you're going to see on Friday, one day out, I'm giving you a carbohydrate range, depending on how you're looking in that fasted state is going to dictate how many carbohydrates I provide you with. And that takes you to the show day. So on the second page here, you're going to see I've given you and laid out your entire training program leading into show day alongside with your cardio. Like I already told you earlier on in this video, with training coming on Monday, I want you to really decrease overall intensity. And then you're going to see the cardio is going to start tapering down as we add calories back in. So that's really how we're going to optimize our recovery and peak your physique to its true potential. So let me know if you have any questions about that. You're going to see I have you training one day out of full body, including a little bit of lower, but I want you to be in and out. I want you to have like a circuit style training, no longer than 45 minutes. The goal with this last training session, one day before you compete, is just to get the nutrients into the muscles, get the blood flowing, just get a nice little pump. Do not damage the tissue whatsoever. And that is that. So that's the game plan, girl. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email or WhatsApp, whatever you want, and we'll go from there. So let's peak it. So happy with how you're looking. I'm sure we're going to continue to tighten up on a daily basis, and we're going to fill out these muscle bellies and get these glutes even tighter in the weeks to come. So really proud of you and hype to see you on.
So essentially, like, I've got a PDF that he sent me, right, with like my peak week plans. I've got plans for my macros, for my water, for my sodium, for my cardio, and for my training. And also he's given me some guidelines on what to cut out and when. And that was the main thing that kind of not stressed me out, but I was like, oh shit, because last time I did my peak week, I just kept all the artificial sweeteners in, I kept the monsters in, whereas this time we're making some changes. So I'm gonna keep this vlog going until Sunday, and then Monday I'm gonna start a new vlog. So essentially from today until Sunday, for these next 3 days, I'm doing the same depletion macros, so really low macros. And training, I'll vlog for you guys as well. I've got legs today, and then upper tomorrow, and then rest on Sunday. So we're really trying to deplete me here, empty my glycogen stores to kind of prepare my body to, load up on carbs from Monday onwards, which is where the real fun begins. He said no more carbonated beverages. I shed a tear when I read no more carbonated beverages, because okay, I can live with a Pepsi Max, but you guys, no Monster. I've been having a Monster a day every day for as long as I can remember. Thankfully, I can still have coffee, so I've been having coffee and stuff, which is fine. But there's just something about cracking open a nice cold Monster, out of the fridge, that nothing else compares to. Anyway, that's the update. So these next few days, nothing much is gonna change. Important update, TMI, but most of you guys watching me are females and you ask me about this all the time. I've not lost my menstrual cycle yet. I just got it today, which is strange because usually as a competitor you lose your period during prep. It's a given, but I think it's because I really took the time to fix my hormones before starting this prep, but also the way Dylan dieted me down this prep, it was so slow and steady up until recently where we went more aggressive, and I think that's just better for your overall health, hence why I'm not feeling as shit as I thought I was gonna feel, and also why I am sleeping okay as well. So I'm happy I'm getting it a week out from my show and not on show day, because that explains a lot of the bloating that I was feeling recently. So things are kind of falling together very, very nicely, which I am very pleased with. I'm looking at myself right now in the little screen on my camera. I look like a mole rat. Like, my face is sunken in. I feel so skinny and tiny. So you guys are just gonna see a couple of snippets of my workouts next couple days, and then I'm gonna end the vlog after that, just because I don't think there's a need to vlog much, because nothing is really going to change until Monday. So Monday will be kind of like the start of my proper peak week vlog, and then I'll do a separate show day vlog obviously for you guys, and I'm so excited. So that brings us to the end of this week's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and leave a comment down below, letting me know what kinds of content and videos you want to see next. Make sure you are subscribed for more weekly vlogs, weekly content, that type of thing. And I will leave you guys with some lower body and some upper body training montage footage type of thing, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.